Hello and welcome to the midday news on Souqnews Television. I am Olumide Shokoya. Revenue policy, federal government reverse. I beg your pardon. The federal government. We'll go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Lateef Jakande. Born Lateef Kayode Jakande in the Ekbetedo area of Lagos Island, Lagos State on July 1929. He studied at the Lagos Public School at Enowa, Lagos Island, then at Bonham Memorial Methodist School, Port Harcourt, King's College, enrolled at Ilesha Grammar School, where he edited a literary paper called The Quarterly Mirror. Jakande began a career in journalism in 1949 with the Daily Service and joined the Nigerian Tribune in 1953. The owner, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, appointed Jakande editor-in-chief of the Tribune in 1956. Jakande established John West Publications in 1975 after leaving Tribune and began to publish the Lagos News. He served as the first president of the Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria, NPAN. Jakande ran for election as executive governor of Lagos State in 1979 on the Unity Party of Nigeria platform. His administration was effective and open and implemented the cardinal policies of his party. He introduced housing and educational programs targeting the poor, building new neighborhood primary and secondary schools, and providing free primary and secondary education. He gave poor people's children education, and many of them are now very prominent in the society today. Jakande established the Lagos State University and constructed over 30,000 housing units. After the military takeover in 1983, Jakande was charged, prosecuted, and convicted of treason and later pardoned. He served as Minister of Works under the Sani Abacha military regime. He died in Lagos on February 11, 2021. Lateef Jakande was the first civilian governor of Lagos State. Lateef Kayode Jakande, Suk Enlightenment.
Anthony Onyemaechi Elumelu was born on the 22nd of March 1963 in Jos, North Central Nigeria, to Susanna Dominic Elumelu, originally from Delta State. Tony earned a degree in economics from Ambrosely University, where he laid the foundation for his future career, and then furthered his education at the University of Lagos, where he obtained a master's degree in economics. His academic journey also includes attending the Harvard Business School, where he completed the Owner of President Management program, equipping him with advanced business management skills. Tony currently serves as the chairman of Heirs Holdings, Transcorp, and United Bank for Africa.
Welcome back. This is the midday news on Souqnews Television. So we begin. The federal government has agreed to reverse deductions from the employers' compensation scheme following threats of a nationwide strike by Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC. The deductions made under a 2023 revenue policy requiring government-owned agencies to remit half of their earnings to the Treasury had sparked outrage after the NLC accused authorities of diverting 40% of workers' contribution managed by the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund. The government assured the refunds would be made pledged that no further debit would affect the scheme, which provides financial protection for employees in case of work-related injuries, disabilities, or death. Despite the pledge, the NLC maintained its demand for immediate refunds and the reconstitution of the Pension Commission's governing board, stressing that workers' contributions are not government revenue but social protection funds. Union leaders warn that weakening oversight of workers' compensation and pensions undermine trust and could lead to industrial action. Nigeria's manufacturers sector is turning the local raw material sourcing as naira devaluation and persistent foreign exchange scarcity reshape business operations. A new Financial Times report revealed that the firms once dependent on import are increasingly adopting domestic supply chains to cut costs and survive volatility triggered by the central bank's currency float under President Bola Tinubu's reform agenda, with manufacturers contributing nearly 9% of the nation's GDP. The crisis forced many companies to innovate or shut down, with the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria confirming that about 800 factories closed in 2024 due to soaring input costs and dollar shortages. Some firms have since found relief in local alternatives. Chemical and Allied Products now sources 90% of its calcium carbonate domestically, cutting production costs by nearly 60% and reducing inflationary pressure on pricing. Similarly, Better Glass avoids dollar exposure by partnering with foreign suppliers who invoice in naira, while other manufacturers are collaborating to boost efficiency across supply chains. Now, the Senate Committee on Capital Market and Institutions has identified municipal bonds and SUKUK as viable tools to finance critical infrastructure across Nigeria's local governments. Chairman of the committee, Senator Osita Ezunaso, said this ahead of a national stakeholders summit on municipal bonds and SUKUK scheduled to hold in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. The summit, themed $1 trillion Nigerian economy infrastructure financing through the capital market, will convene government officials, regulators, investors, and private sector leaders to explore innovative financing solutions. Ezunaso noted that diversifying funding sources through the capital market will ease pressure on public finances and help bridge Nigeria's infrastructure gap. The Southern Nigeria Limited and China Lindsay Petroleum Investment Holdings Limited have announced plans to begin the construction of a gas project and a 4,000-kilometer high-speed rail network in Nigeria. The companies disclosed this in Abuja after submitting a $60 billion proof of funds to the Secretary to the State Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume. Chief Executive Officer of the SADO Nigeria Limited, Samuel Uko, said financing for the project would come through the Asian Development Investment Bank. The ambitious project is expected to boost Nigeria's infrastructure development, strengthen energy supply, and enhance regional connectivity through rail transportation. U.S. shoppers will now face fewer artificial Christmas trees and higher prices this year as retailers scale back from imports from China, despite a 90-day tariff reprieve agreed between Washington and Beijing. Retailers typically order seasonal goods months in advance, meaning the pause came too late to ease the crunch. National Tree Company, which supplies Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, and Amazon, said it will raise prices on its artificial FIRS and spruces as much as 20% while cutting supply to avoid carrying costly unsold inventories. China supplied nearly 87% of U.S. Christmas decorations last year, worth around $4 billion. But shifting tariffs and volatile trade rules have left importers cautious. Balsam Hill, another top supplier, expects up to 15% fewer trees on the market, even with temporary relief. Retailers are also opting for direct-to-consumer shipping to reduce risk on balance sheet. The disruption highlights broader strain on holiday trade as U.S. households face tight budget and higher prices for everyday essentials. Many thanks for watching. Please do well to follow us on all our social media platforms at Souqnews Television. I am Olumide Shokoya. Coming up shortly is Just Africa. Do stay with us.